Hi everybody, it's Sheila from happinessseries.com, and as you can tell, I'm doing this myself with a flip camera. The reason we wanted to do this is we were getting a lot of questions about our Kale Smoothie and how to do it, so I thought it just as easy to show you how to do it. And we have three segments today: the Kale Smoothie, a mango smoothie, and a vegetable medley that you will not believe, and it's power-packed with vitamins and minerals. So we're going to start with the Kale Smoothie. The ingredients are 2 pear and orange, mint, basil, kale, and when we were out of kale, I found green chard. Now, I've been mixing this in because it takes the bitterness out of the kale. That, you know, kale sometimes can be a little bitter, so if it's hard for you to drink the kale smoothie, add some chard. It will really change the taste. Don't be afraid to mix up, you know, what you like in this. Make this your own. Like a few things I do is I will add the tops of carrots, the green parts of the carrot, and dandelion greens, and I'll just put different little things in to get a more variety of greens. So as far as the mint goes, I like a lot of mint, so I will do anywhere from 3 to 7 depending on how much I'm making. My pears look a little funny because I like them really, really ripe, so it's really sweet. So let's go ahead and put this all together. First, I start with the basil, and this is really good for digestion, and it adds a nice little flavor as well. I would not suggest using more than 2. I only use 1, but any more than 2, and it's really, really strong. So I put the basil and mint in, and then I add my oranges, which I usually eat 1 while I'm making this, so there's 3/4 of an orange in there, and then I add all my pears. Now, this is the part where I add the water. Now, I use a Vitamix, which is very powerful, so you don't need as much water, but whatever your blender does, you're going to have to adjust. But I would start with just a little. It's about a 1/2 cup. And then we blend it up really good. I wanted to show you one thing really quickly. With the chard, you kind of strip it, but for our last segment today, I will show you what to do with this. It's really good. And then I do the same with the kale, and this is part of our power-packed segment on vegetables. So I just start shoving in the kale and the chard. Now, if you don't have a very powerful blender, break it up really small. And what I do, even in this blender that's powerful, I still only start with maybe half of it, and I add just a little bit more water, maybe 1/3 of a cup. And the great thing about this Vitamix is it has a plunger that will not get stuck on the blades, so it's really fast. The reason I invested in this is because I use this 2 to 3 times a day, so I was going through blenders like crazy. As you've seen, it really blended up quickly, so that tells me I have plenty of water for the rest, because you don't want it too watery. And then I don't want to miss one little part of this kale or chard. This is just so good for you, and then it's just so easy to digest because it's already blended up. Now, to me, this is one of the most important parts of making the kale smoothie taste good, and that is ice, because if it is not cold, it just doesn't taste that good. I put quite a bit of ice in, as you can see. I would say 12 to 20 of these small automatic cubes, and then let's blend it up. And there you have it. Our beautiful kale smoothie. This gives you energy. It makes you feel amazing. Wait till you see, when you drink this for a little while, wait till you see what happens to your skin. Everything, it helps you eat better as well. So cheers to you. Ooh, that's a good one. Cheers to you. Thanks so much for joining us, and stay tuned for our next segment. Bye.